Welcome to the Samsung Galaxy Note 10, a Samsung flagship phone that was released back in August 2019. It was launched at $950, and now 4.5 years later, you can get it refurbished for $200 or even less, depending on where you'll buy it. But is it still worth buying in 2024? In this video, we're going to look at reasons to buy and reasons not to buy the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 in 2024. Starting with reasons to buy, we'll begin with the display. Despite its age, the 6.3-inch AMOLED screen remains among the best in the smartphone market, offering vibrant colors, excellent contrast, and an amazing visual experience. Its HDR10 Plus certification ensures stunning colors and dynamic range, delivering vivid visuals that truly pop on streaming services when watching movies and TV shows. Moreover, the display is bright and easy to read, and its peak brightness is great under most scenarios. While it doesn't have the fast 120Hz refresh rate that's almost standard nowadays, we need to understand that it's just $200, especially when compared to the iPhone 15, which has the same issue at $800. For $200, the Note 10's display reigns supreme, offering an unmatched viewing experience at its price point. Another aspect of the phone is its size and build quality. At 6.3 inches, it strikes a balance between being not too big and not too small. It fits perfectly into the hand, especially on this day and age, where every phone is a 6.7-inch giant, especially budget phones. The phone also has Gorilla Glass 6 protecting both the front and back panels, coupled with its aluminum frame and IP68 dust and water resistance rating. This ensures durability and offers peace of mind against the usual day-to-day mishaps. The camera capabilities of the Galaxy Note 10 further solidifies its appeal as an option in 2024. Sporting a versatile triple camera system comprising a 12-megapixel main lens, 16-megapixel ultra-wide lens, and 12-megapixel telephoto lens with 2x optical zoom, and a 10-megapixel selfie camera, it captures stunning photographs with great detail and color accuracy. To be honest, it's not the very best phone camera you'll find today. I mean, it's almost 5 years old, and of course cameras have been improving, but it offers a solid enough experience that is highly likely to be better than the current $200 smartphone you own right now. Also, it can record videos at 4K at 60 FPS with both the selfie and rear camera, proving to be a very good budget option for content creation. Another reason to buy the phone is its performance. Despite being over 4 years old, it remains a flagship device, and flagship phones come with flagship processors which tend to last for longer than their budget counterparts. With two versions available, featuring either the Exynos 9825 chipset or the Snapdragon 855 chipset, it goes without saying that you should pick the Snapdragon version since it will serve you better. It effortlessly handles multitasking and resource-intensive applications, surpassing the performance of newer processors found on $200 smartphones currently on the market. Paired with 8GB of RAM and a generous 256GB of internal storage, the Note 10 ensures smooth operation and enough space for storing media, apps, and files. And while lacking a microSD card slot, the storage is more than enough for most users, unless you are shooting whole movies on the phone. The presence of an S Pen could be another reason to convince you to buy the phone. There aren't many phones on the market with a stylus attached, and as a matter of fact, I don't think there's any budget phones for $200 that have a stylus. It comes in handy with functionality. You can use it to write notes, operating the phone, and even capturing photos remotely. So if you're seeking more productivity and creativity, the S Pen is a compelling reason. One reason not to buy the phone is the lack of a headphone jack. This was one of the first phones to start the trend of the removal of the headphone jack, and since then, many premium phones have followed suit. If you're used to wired headphones, the absence of a headphone jack is an inconvenience, forcing you to rely on Bluetooth, which is nice, but there's always latency, which is a big inconvenience, especially when it comes to gaming and watching movies. Another reason not to buy the phone is the charging speeds. Sporting 25-watt charging capabilities, it offers a decent charging rate, although slower than most of the market currently. To be fair, even current Samsung, Apple, and Google flagships have around the same speeds, but still, they are slow. Shame on them, by the way. Phones from other manufacturers such as OnePlus, Realme, Oppo, Xiaomi, and many more have faster charging speeds, which are quite useful and efficient. This could be a deal breaker for some and an issue for others, so it's right there in the middle. The absence of 5G connectivity in the Note 10 is another factor to consider if you're a prospective buyer. 5G internet connectivity has been getting better and more common over the years, so in buying a new phone, for longevity, 5G is a really important factor, but this phone doesn't have it. And I know most new $200 phones still don't have 5G, but if you want a phone to serve you well, it shouldn't hurt to have it as an addition. The last drawback that could push you from buying the phone is the lack of more software updates. The phone launched with Android 9 and received updates up to Android 12, and sadly, it has reached the end of the software update cycle. Today, we're at Android 14, so it's outdated by like 2 years now. And so buying this phone means missing out on the latest features, security patches, and optimizations. If you value staying up to date with the latest Samsung and Android features, you should be looking for another phone and not this one. In conclusion, for $200, I think that this phone is a compelling choice. For many people, especially those who don't care about software updates, this could be a pretty nice phone for you. What other older phones should you talk about? Let us know in the comments below. I'm Milan and this is Fuzitech. Subscribe.